So there's been a recent trend on medical TikTok recently, and it's weird. Nurses have been sort of going crazy on TikTok, and it's caused a lot of controversy. I have no idea if these are real or just bait for views and seas of yelling angry Wojak, but let's jump into it. This is the Lost a Patient Today nurse TikTok that went viral earlier in June of 2022. Basically, the nurse in question is reacting to the loss of a patient in the hospital. It's hard to say whether or not this is a $15 hospital scrub she bought on Amazon or if she's actually a licensed doctor, but I'd be pretty pissed if after I died in the hospital, my nurse recorded the reaction for TikTok in the nearest hallway. People quickly made fun of this TikTok, like on Twitter with the caption, "Aw man, can't believe my patient died, let me go make a TikTok real quick." It's definitely one of the weirder things to do following the loss of a fellow human. Imagine that being the first thing you think of. This is why I don't think this is real, or if it is, I don't know, maybe just stop or go harder into it. Maybe that would be more respectful, like you should at least do a dab or something, display the evil loud and proud. This video quickly became viral though, starting complex discussions all over social media. People were pretty upset, and I suppose rightly so. People even started making memes like this Wojak version of the person in the corner of the party saying, "They don't know I lost a patient today, better record a TikTok." It's funny how the room is empty in this meme. I guess she lost all of her friends too. Well, it gets worse somehow, as this TikTok went viral a few years ago of a nurse dancing to a patient hyperventilating on TikTok. You can really get away with a lot on this platform. I love Fortnite dancing above corpses. Now, to be fair, no one is actually hyperventilating in this clip. It's a skit, and the nurse is making fun of people who I guess obviously fake hyperventilate, which seems like a made-up problem to me. I don't think there are many people who fake hyperventilating, but I'm not the doctor here, I guess. And neither are the TikTokers in this TikTok, probably. This led to some controversy, though, with mixed response. Some people wouldn't back down, mad that people were offended, and others were pretty mad at the premise. One user even said she was seconds from fainting, and her female medical professional in the room rolled her eyes back at her. So I don't know what the hell is going on nurse TikTok. You'd think the medical profession would be rigid and sterile, but this community is insane. I almost don't even trust my family doctor anymore. How do I know they aren't going to Gangnam Style on my body when I'm under anesthesia for a teeth pulling? This is scary, man. Another nurse talk that went viral a couple years ago showed a group of nurses carrying a fake corpse labeled COVID-19 to remake the coffin dance meme. Obviously, this upset people too, for good reason. There were some pretty funny memes mocking this, like this Spider-Man one that reads, "When you got COVID but got to wait for the nurses to finish their skit." I mean, seriously, can you imagine dying on a hospital bed listening to these nurses keep having to retake the skit because someone keeps messing up the dance? Sorry, we know you're dying in there. Just one more take. We almost have it. Well, it's time for the big story. The most recent nurse talk to hit the world by storm, causing a storm, if you will. This is the Emory Nurses Ick Challenge TikTok. It refers to a viral video this December of 4 childbirth nurses participating in the Ick Challenge. Now, the Ick Challenge isn't like a fun, wholesome Bamboozled or something. This is just nurses complaining about their jobs. Honestly, this is pretty tame compared to the last ones. I was ready for the next big nurse TikTok where a nurse just starts a rave in the operating room. Some doctor puts his legs up during heart surgery and starts twerking to an Ariana Grande song or something. That's what I felt like this was leading to, at least. But honestly, I'm not that upset about this one. I mean, maybe it's not professional or whatever, but venting about work is cool and based. I hate work too. Some of them are pretty normal. Like one nurse says it's funny when a patient asks for the weight of their baby when they're the only one who's held it yet. I mean, I don't even think that's a scathing critique. Regardless, many were upset at some of the comments, some wishing for the nurses to be fired. Someone even said one of the nurses was responsible for the death of her newborn son. Okay, this is no longer TikTok drama. This is nuclear. Whether or not this claim is true, Emory Healthcare actually put out a statement because of this video's controversy, and it seems like the employees were fired because of the video. Man, it would actually suck so much to lose your job to a TikTok. Anyway, if you're a nurse or whatever, I'd suggest just not making TikToks about it. People will get really upset, but if it were me, I would totally do the Fortnite Chug Jug emo during brain surgery. I think that's awesome. If I'm dying in a hospital, I want the last song I hear to be Chug Jug with You from an iPhone 8 speaker.